Well, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tyler's Reel Fishing, the underwater series. This is another one of the underwater swim bait installments featuring the Mega Bass Mag Draft. This swim bait has gained massive exposure across the country this year, and so I'm very excited to show you guys how a bass hits this swim bait from an underwater perspective. As always, if you guys have not hit the subscribe button to join Team TRF yet, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss another video, and as well hit the like button down below this video to show your support on my channel. And without further ado, I say we hop into this content. Now, as you guys who have been longtime fans of the channel know, I've been doing this underwater footage for a long time, and especially love filming these bass when they are on their beds in the springtime mating. And the situation that I'm faced with today is one that I've never filmed quite like this before, and that is a very protective female bass protecting the fry. Now, as you can see here, I'll have an arrow pointing out what this is. The fry is the baby bass that have already hatched, so the eggs are no longer on the nest, on the ground, on the bottom of the lake. They have hatched because of the sunlight and the warmth, and now you have thousands of baby bass swimming around with this mother to protect them. Now, oftentimes in the post-spawn, the mother will leave, the female will leave, and the male will be there to protect the fry. But in this situation, the female is actually protecting the fry and is very enraged and protective, as you can see, of her new babies. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is show you basically the footage from start to finish with a few transitions of this fish eating this lure in slow motion in this ultra clear water. So for the remainder of this video, I'm going to offer very little commentary in terms of the fishing and what I'll be doing here. I just want you guys to watch the voracity this fish eats the swim bait with, and just the power that these fish possess. Enjoy. And again, what you guys are seeing here on your screen is not little dust particles. Those are in fact baby bass. That's called the fry. And that is 1 day to 1 week old baby bass that are, of course, mostly not going to survive the springtime because of other predator fish, but hopefully those bass will grow into large bass someday in the future. Now, most of the time when a bass is fry guarding, it is later on past the spawn phase. So this fish here that I'm looking at, I actually was able to see this fish sitting around the bed, and as you can see, the fry are more concentrated around the bed than they will be in the following weeks. In the following weeks, they will start to venture out, start eating more things kind of in the general area, and so of course that bass will have to be more protective of the general area, not just the bed. But as you can see, this fish is definitely protective of the few yards around the bed, not just the bed area as they are during the spawn. Now, the swim bait here is actually meant to be casted and retrieved, not hopped up and down. And so, as you can see, the action of this bait is not quite the best when it's hopped up and down, but instead when it is swimming is when it is most effective. Wow, let's take an instant replay look at that real quick. It is so cool to see just the power that this fish has to hit that swim bait. And in this instance, I knew that that fish was not hooked correctly. I knew that he did not have the swim bait fully in his mouth, and so I did not set the hook. I allowed him to shake himself off. That way I could make another flip. My goodness, that was insane. Let's take one more instant replay look at that. I'm excited to check out this footage again. This fish is so powerful, and I'm going to show kind of a few different replays of this here. In the way that it attacks the lure, it speeds up, boom, and it hits it. That is absolutely incredible. Let's take a look at it a few more times. That is nuts. That is so cool to see. Very glad I was able to catch that on camera. Well, that is the video, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. Of course, if you have not subscribed, like I talked about earlier in the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, if you guys watch the underwater videos, I've put out a lot of other content on my channel, whether it's tournament coverage, bass fishing tips and tricks, anything of that nature. It is always linked in the description below, as well as the two boxes here on the left side of your screen. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of Tyler's Reel Fishing.